So to make your egg vase decoration, you're going to be using the plastic eggs in your kit and also the small shrink wraps that are in your kit. So for the egg vase, what you want to do is you're going to need to leave a bit of room at the top of the egg because we're going to cut a part of the egg away when we make the vase. So when you put your shrink wrap on, you just want it to be slightly down, and there is going to be a bit of excess of the shrink wrap at the bottom of the egg, but we just want to make sure we leave enough room at the top. Then make sure you get a good grip of the egg and the shrink wrap with your tongs, and then once you're ready, you're going to dip that into either a pan of boiling water, or if you've got a heat-proof bowl with some boiling water in. So you're going to dip your egg into the water. You may need to readjust and dip again if you need to make sure that the other side of the egg is all done. So you'll want to make sure that the wrap is just clinging to all the sides of the egg. Just be careful with the hot water, obviously handling the egg, it's going to be quite hot. Just shake off some excess water. And then as you will notice on our egg, we've left, you can see how much we've left at the top so that we're able to cut that part of the egg off. So we've left enough room, and also you'll notice a bit of the excess at the bottom. So with that excess, we're just going to use a pair of scissors just to go round and cut off that excess shrink wrap. So just try and cut off as much as you can. And then if you've still got your bowl of hot water or your pan going, just sort of dip the bottom of the egg into the water, because that might help smooth the edges down just a little bit. If that doesn't work, you can just use a bit of sandpaper to sand that down. Then to cut off the top of the egg, if you've got a mini hacksaw, you can use that to cut through the egg. Alternatively, you can just make an incision with a pair of scissors and then just use your scissors and go round the top of the egg, just using the top of the shrink wrap as a guide, just cut right along that line. And then once you've cut off the top of the egg, this is what it will look like. Don't worry if your edge isn't completely straight all the way around, you're going to want it to look a bit rustic. And then just to smooth that edge down, just use a bit of sandpaper to go around the edges just to get a smooth edge so it's not sharp. And then just use a bit of hot glue on the bottom of the egg and stick it inside the gold holder. To make your egg decorations, you're going to use a similar technique to the egg vases before. We're going to use the small shrink wraps with the eggs. And this time you're going to want to line up the shrink wrap a bit more centrally around the egg so that there isn't as much of the egg showing at the top, and also there isn't any excess at the bottom. So you're just going to use those on your decorations and then just set those aside to dry. Then you're going to use the embellishments we've included in your kit to decorate your eggs. So you've got some toppers which you can thread the gold thread through for hanging. You've also got some embellishments to use on the base of your eggs, including a tassel as well. These can just be hot glued into place. And then you've got some gold trims that can just be glued around the top of your eggs. We've also included a feather that can go around one of them as well. And then you'll notice with the threads, we've slightly adjusted the length so that they hang nicely on the hanger. So for the glass bottle vase, you're going to use the largest shrink wrap that we've included in your kit. So there's only one, so that's the one you're going to use around the bottle. So you just want to slide that over the bottle, and you'll just want to try and get that as central as you can around it. For a good grip of the shrink wrap with the bottle, you're going to want to use your tongs and place them around the bottom of the vase. This will give you the best grip. If you hold it around the neck of the vase, you might lose grip with the shrink wrap. So just hold them in place near the bottom. So once you've got it lined up how you'd like, you're just going to dip that into the boiling water. And just be careful, as some of the water is going to come out because you've got that opening at the top. And again, you might need to slightly readjust just to make sure that the wrap has clung all the way around the vase. And also, because you are dealing with glass this time, it is going to be much hotter, so just be careful when handling the vase after you've dipped it into the water. And then, as you can see, it will just wrap all the way around like this. And then all you're going to do to decorate is just use some twine from your kit and a wooden embellishment.